directions in terms of
the circular.
Right. So for the anti-profiteering matters, we'll issue similar procedural directions. Same nodal counsel. Same nodal counsel. Same. And by 31st July, that process must be completed. Mr. Agde, we'll now stand back the income tax matters. We are not adjourning it for the day. But in view of the importance of the NEET matters, we'll take up the NEET matters, because, but all the other learned counsel may step aside and you can have a little time off, but we'll take up the income tax matter because we're not taking up any other heavy matter until we take up that. So NEET only because of the social ramification, we thought we'll give priority to the NEET matter. All right, now,
5, 6, 7, 9, and all that.
Now, who's putting?
I am showing not merely the leakage of the examination, but I am showing the.
Mr. Dwivedi, where are you appearing in this matter?
This pension matter. I think we are safe today because we are. If after this, we are going to take up the partner tax matter, which will take the rest of the day. So, but the judge's pension matter is again important, and we will take it up probably next week. We'll lift it and take it up. Just a little adjustment of the board. That's all.
So far as item 7, if I can, the writ petition under Article 226 of this candidate is pending before Honorable High Court of Delhi. He has filed writ petition under 32 before this Honorable Court also, saying that I withdraw that. This is the third time consecutively where he is alleging that my OMR has been replaced. Which is actually
all right. That we will see what to do there, because that's not about the systemic issue, but about his own OMR sheet. There we may who's appearing. Which one is that? Serial number? 5. Why don't you do this? Go to the High Court. Whether your OMR sheet has been replaced or not is not a systemic issue.
High Court has already passed the judgment. High Court has refused to examine this issue. My Lord had delegated.
So why have you filed a writ petition? You have to file an SLP then.
No, my Lord. In 2020, I went before Honorable High Court on the direction of this Honorable Court.
But now High Court is held against you.
In 2021.
21 hoga, 20 hoga, 19 hoga, 23 hoga. But now tell us what remedy do you have against the judgment of the High Court?
Against that, even if I come in SLP, my Lord cannot grant me an admission. My Lord, I am saying I reappear in the examination in the
Fair enough. We will entertain your writ.
Yes.
On one condition, that now then we will treat the order of the High Court as attained finality.
Yes.
So we will then hear your writ on the footing that the order of the High Court has attained finality. So you are taking a chance.
My Lord, High Court refused to examine the issues. That's the final.
All right, we'll see. We'll see when the matter is called.
My Lord, may I?
Mr. Amutu, we are seized of the matter. We know how important it is. It's about our own retired judges. But we have the NEET matter today, so we'll give priority to the NEET matter today. We just indicated to Mr. Dwivedi, we'll try and accommodate it sometime next week, so we'll take it up immediately. We'll just give me a little time, so I'll just in the evening discuss the board position with the court master, and then we'll take it because we have to take it up.
My Lord, I'm here for item number 6. I have the same prayer that my OMR sheet was replaced and the.
All right, let the matter open up now. If everybody just keeps on giving your individual fact, who's going to open the hearing?
Yes, mine is the first matter, my Lord, where they have filed their responses.
So we'll hear Mr. Huda first.
Yes, my Lord, I'll supplement whatever he is.
All right, and then we'll hear the solicitor.
Lord, your Lordship had an occasion to go through the second status report.
Yes, we have seen the second
Now
state.
there is something is crystal.
We have seen the second state.
Yesterday it was that.
Yes, I saw it in the morning today. Both my learned brothers have seen the second status report.
Right.
Please, Lordship.
Yes, yes.
This is yours.
Just one suggestion. Okay. All my okay. That will be first play.
Test.
Followed in item 5, may I please request that the first prayer is, my lord, that
You're not arguing it. You have somebody before you who is to argue his matter.
there in item 7 and item 5, I am making a request.
But which is the leak prayer? Which is the lead matter? Are you prepared to argue the whole matter on the leak, etc.?
No, I'm on the, not on the legal aspect, my lord.
Then why are you interrupting the flow of the proceedings, you know? Allow somebody who is arguing the main matter to take charge, right?
So
We'll hear you at the end, no problem.
It's not replied. Two, three things at the outset, Lord. As per my Lord's direction, CBI was supposed to file their status report. Filing, we understood it will be filed and it will be supplied to us. That was the direction.
The problem is this.
Pardon?
The only problem is this today. I mean, I'm all for transparency. In fact, this is not a sealed cover procedure. Let me be very clear. But today an investigation is going on.
I
Right?
quite follow that.
If
Hello.
what CBI has told us in the course of the investigation is
अरे नहीं भैया जो बात चल रहा है ना आज वाला अब एक बात स्टार्ट हो गया ना उसको हम अपना चैनल पे मिशन लाइव यूट्यूब चैनल खुलेगा उसमें हम लाइव दिखा रहे हैं
Straight away. My only.
हाँ इससे पहले जो चैनल खुलेगा ना उसमें लाइव दिखाएगा तो वही
So
हम
what we would like
लिंक
you to
शेयर
do,
किए
Mr.
हैं
Buddha, is
कि सुबह में सब
you
अपना
have
शेयर
to,
करेगा
you
सबको
have to, you know, redaction is not possible in these kind. If it's redacted, then it will have nothing of,
वही हम
there
काम
will
कर
have
रहे थे
nothing of
लैपटॉप पे
substance.
तो अभी काम
You will have to show us
क्या काम कीजिएगा भैया
of your submissions that the
क्या काम
leak
कीजिएगा
is
भैया
so systemic
कुछ
and
काम है
has
कल के
affected
बाद
the
ना काम होगा
entire
भैया
examination process across the country that we must cancel the examination and direct a fresh
काम नहीं करते हैं
examination be
आप
held. That is the area where we want to hear you. And then we'll hear the learned solicitor in response to that.
I will assess this honorable court.
जगह
Then,
भैया
just one second. The
इतना इतना देता
second, we have
हमको भी
some
हमको भी
ideas
नींद
also
नहीं
on
आ
what we are
रहा
going to
अच्छा
post
भैया
to the
सुनिए ना
solicitor
हम
thereafter.
अभी किए थे फिर बंद कर दिए
We would like
नीचे
you
में
to assist us
नंबर फ्लेक्स कर दे क्या
on
फॉर मोर डिटेल
assuming if we accept your wider submission that you
कर
must
दे
have a
आपका
fresh
मेरा नंबर
NEET examination, then that's what you
हाँ
exactly want.
मोर डिटेल करके
Suppose
आपका ये
in
नंबर
the
डाल देंगे
alternative, after hearing you both, we are
ठीक है
not with
तुरंत
you.
कर देते
Then
ठीक है
we would like you to also assist the court on which are the further lines of investigation, what are the lines of investigation which must be carried out, in the sense that which are the specific issues which must be investigated. So we would like your assistance on both, the other than alternate argument.
Yes, but that alternative argument has also come in my supplementary note, which I have circulated yesterday.
Okay, we'll
In the
take that.
same matter, I have suggested that this is the line of investigation should be conducted to unearth this entire controversy.
All right, then we'll look at that. Later on, we'll read it with you.
At the outset, my lord, I was flagging my handicap in assist. My lord, I'm assisting. I'm not saying that. But the handicap I have in assisting this honorable court in this leak matter, one, they have not declared the entire result. They have declared the result of 100 people. And my assistance is information gathered from here and there. The UPSC, my lord, in IAS exam, they declared the result of entire people. At least they should have declared the result of this 1 lakh people who get admission. First 50,000 in the medical colleges.
Just one
And
second.
the two handicaps, my lord, may kindly notice, I will have in the course of my assistance to the
More
honorable
detail.
court.
50,000. How many seats in the government medical colleges?
56,000.
TV
And Lord, everybody clamor for these first 56,000. Even the people below 56,000 may be willing to go for a re-examination.
And how many in the private medical colleges?
52,000. 56 and 52. That is 1,08,000.
देखिए चेक कीजिए तो 2 घंटे लगे हमको सेटअप करने में
Now, my lord, if re-exam happens, literally it is, if all of them do not want re-examination, the total number is 1,08,000 people, not 23 lakh people. The remaining 22 lakh people,
have not got admission at all.
Have not got admission. So
Except
they are willing.
Except for the fact that if some people have wrongly got into the 1,08,000 category,
That's right.
then somebody below the 1,08,000 can legitimately get into that 1,08,000.
Correct. That's right. So, but in fact, the balance is this 1 lakh. If all of them 1 lakh don't want re-examination, this 1 lakh on one side and 22 lakh on the other side, who would like to take a chance in view of the this examination is marred by controversy. All 22 lakh would like to have a second chance.
That argument,
Yes,
you know,
that
Mr. Huda,
argument,
there's a problem. Forget the question of leak in this matter. Merely because, say, out of 22 lakh, 1,08,000 only have got admission or would get admission, and therefore you are left with, say, about 20 lakhs, 22 lakh students who would want to take a chance. We cannot order a re-examination merely because they want to take a chance.
That's right. But I just wanted
re-examination has to be on a concrete footing, that the sanctity of the entire examination has been broken.
I bow down. I just wanted to dispel an impression that the stake in the re-examination is of lakhs of people. No, the stake is of 1,08,000 people. I will have to set up, demonstrate conclusively that we cannot segregate tainted from the untainted. In Tanvi Sabharwal case and the judgment authored by Malone clearly says, in Tanvi Sabharwal's case, the finding was we have identified 44 candidates out of 6 lakhs. The remaining we are not able to identify. So we cannot permit even 10 people.
Mr. Huda, I think, you need not labor that point because you're absolutely right on that.
I'm so grateful.
That if you can, conceptually, that if you can establish that it is not possible to segregate the tainted from the untainted, then the whole examination has to go. Because those basic, you can of course show those authorities briefly to us at a certain point. But when we have looked at the facts, but before we go into the authorities, we want you to address the core of the facts before us.
I will try to first summarize my case and then elaborate.
All right.
So that has an idea what I am saying.
So you can summarize now. My brother Justice Pardiwala would like to know, out of 1,08,000, totally how many petitioners are before the court?
So this is NTA can say.
NTA, 38 petitions. Now you're for NTA, no?
By the NTA,
So 38 petitions includes the 6 transfer petitions or transfer
petitions before this honorable court would include the 6 transfer petitions
right.
by the NTA. So 32 petitioners, 32 petitions.
Our question is little.
How many? 8,000. I represent 10. And from
how many are asking?
We can supported by 43.
I do not know how many, at least 100, the candidates must have called us individually who have not.
I think they have a figure. 108. Mr. Kaushik, if you can just ask somebody, any of your team from the NTA, to just do this physical exercise of telling us even at lunch or after lunch, how many total students are involved in the matters before that? Not involved, but how many students have moved the court in this batch of cases?
That was respect, my lord. That would
The counsel, 108 who are seeking re-exam are amongst 1,08,000.
No, they'll be outside 1,08,000.
They are outside 1,08,000.
Because 1,08,000 would get their certificate.
See the examination at all. I represent some people within 1,08,000 also before your lordships, because they say
they will not get into government.
they will never skip a class. I didn't get into it.
My petition
re-examined.
my petition 700. In my left pixel, my lab, there are 5 candidates. One of them.
Now in charge, unless we ask a question to some other counsel, the others may not interrupt, because otherwise, our line of thinking is also affected. And he is deflected also. He has his thought process in some matter. Yes.
उसके बाद they are not in mission. देख सकते हो जो हमारी स्ट्रीम हुई यहाँ पर चलने लगी है, तो यहाँ पर उस वीडियो का जो ऑडियो था वो भी यहाँ पर आ रहा है। ऑडियो मिक्सर में यहाँ पर आप देख लो, ये ऑडियो बार यहाँ पर आगे पीछे हो रहा है, इसका मतलब जो हमारा
Also, Brother Mishra had a point. What is the minimum mark which has been received by the petitioners before the court? We just want, you need not give us an offhand answer, just do it at lunch and tell us.
My lord, can I have one thing, my lord? In my petitioner, in my petition, my lord, one is having, my lord, 700. Another is having 600.
How will we be able to, just wait for a minute. Let's have the conceptual basis of the matter. We can't go in individual facts like this. Let's have the concept very clear before us, and then we can see where the balance lies. Yes, Mr. Wood. We'll hear you. We're not going to run away. We are here to hear you and do justice to the matter.
Qualifying marks are
131 students.
130. And there are petitioners, and there are 254 who are falling within 1,08,000. They are opposing them. Not that statistics can assist your lordship either way, but factually this is the position.
So 131 students beyond 1,08,000 who want a retest, and
254, they are in the form of IAs for implement.
Who are opposing?
For opposing the retest, they are fall within 1,08,000.
The figures may not always be right, my lords, because I represent somebody who falls within. Yes, that's true. And whose rank is about 2009. But, my lords, we'll work out the figures in common with Mr. Cordy.
now tell us also what is the cutoff rank for the 56,000 and for the 1,08,000.
Just one clarification, conceptually. Anybody who is above the 50th percentile qualifies, in the sense that if somebody above them also does not go into medicine, goes into IIT, for instance, there will be a figure. So passing is 164. Passing is 164, but admission is a dynamic process. May stop at 1 lakh, may stop at 1,50,000, and depending on the particular quota or reservation or whatever is available. 164 is the cutoff mark. 164 means that you are above the 50th percentile. So about half the people have a qualification to be allotted a seat, but not everybody will be allotted a seat. So it's a dynamic process. There is 1,08,000 seats available. Some of them may not opt for medicine, some may go into IIT, this, that, and the other. The figure will come down. And also depending on whether you have a reserved category or something. So it is not, so it is dynamic, but roughly saying, I think the last figures will stop at 2.5 lakhs, rank wise. That's
all right. Let's hear Mr. Huda. Yes, Mr. Huda.
So, I'm
you can summarize your case, you said.
Yes, I'll just summarize. But give me a space, please. I'm starting with a handicap. I do not have the result. Because of that, I cannot have the data analytics, which the state has placed, NTA has placed on record, giving the bell curve. One of the director of IIT Madras is a member of the governing body of NTA. They have run the data analytics process, taking the entire number of 23,33,000 candidates who sat in the examination. Data analytics is to be run to 23,33,000 people. At what stage 10,000 or 20,000 people have sneaked into it? This data analytics running into half a page, which every dot means thousands of people. you cannot detect any abnormality when you draw a bell curve, which is based on 23,33,000. The correct procedure, if at all they were doing it, the correct procedure was to apply this process to 108,000 people. The first 1 lakh people in 2021, 22, 23 and 24. Probably the curve would have been able to catch 1,000, 2,000 people going up and down. Now even 1% is up, is into thousands of candidates. This Honorable Court has not tolerated, even if it comes to a conclusion that 1,000 people have entered into the system of this 1 lakh, which we are not able to detect. This examination cannot be sustained.
Well, that's one aspect about what IIT Madras has done. Now, what about how do you develop the basic case that you have?
I'm demonstrating that IIT Madras can't be relied upon.
Because they have taken the entire body of 21.33 lakhs.
That's right.
And according to you, that data analysis should have been done on the restricted figure of 1,08,000 and compare that to 2022 and 2023.
And Lord, the governing body member is the of NTA is the director of IIT Madras. There is a conflict of interest. Lord.
No, but therefore, you take it, I mean, what is at the highest, what does that lead to? Your argument is that the data analytics has been done by NTA itself.
Correct. That's right.
It can't be higher than that.
And apply.
That's because the director of IIT Madras is also on the governing body of NTA.
Right.
Actually, he's not.
He's not, they say.
He's present
But
in the court on my request. He says he's not on the board of directors of
Mains is conducted by NT.
But anybody from IIT Madras who is on the governing body of NTA?
He was. Somebody else was.
Was means in the past. So mains is conducted by Madras has nobody from IIT Madras by NTA. That's like the preliminary exam. The mains.
Advance.
But the purpose is like advance is only IIT.
May final.
This is only for IIT. Whosoever is intended to get admission in IIT, they opt for the advance. Otherwise, all other.
They are only the admissions are on the basis of IIT JEE mains. And IIT JEE advanced.
I've not attended any board, not yet.
NTA doesn't conduct that. So IIT JEE advanced is conducted by whom?
NTA.
No.
IITs.
IITs or one IIT?
It is conducted by IITs. One become the organizing IIT. This year it was IIT Madras.
Okay, so like the CLAD.
Yes.
So this year, the IIT JEE Advanced, the organizer was IIT Madras.
Correct.
Okay.
And Lord, he has gone into city-wise as well as center-wise analysis.
Now, when you said that the chairperson of IIT JEE is the ex officio member of NTA,
Governing body.
of the government, is ex officio a member of the governing body?
Yes. So governing body has no correlation with the activities of the conduct of the exam.
So the IIT JEE, the chairperson. So this time, who was the chairperson?
I took this time chairperson. He was the chair.
He was the chairperson. He deputed one Mr. Gopal Krishnan to attend the meetings on his behalf.
No, but who was the chairperson? The director of IIT Madras was the chairperson?
Yes. For G. Because IIT Madras was the organizing body.
So IIT Madras was the organizing body both for the mains as well as advanced, or only for advanced?
Only advanced.
Mains
was conducted by NTA, by us
entirely. But IIT Madras's director was an ex officio member of the
Governing body, Manoj, which is a kind of a policy making.
Of NTA. And is he an ex officio member only for this year or generally?
He would be, whichever IIT conducts the exam.
For that year, he becomes a member of the governing body. All right, I got it.
But I must tell your lordships, my lord, that what is placed in the report is, my lord, for, say, a city-wise spread of top 100 rankers.
This time, the director IIT Madras would be ex officio a member of the governing NTA, but he had deputed somebody else on his behalf to attend the meetings.
One Mr. Professor Gopal Krishna. My lord, sir, IIT, whichever, and I have city-wise and center-wise.
That I'm explaining.
For selection in the chairman of that examination committee is ex officio member in any this NT, but the office of the director who has prepared this report is not the member. Some Mr. Gopal,
a deputed professor.
Now,
or doctor
Gopal Krishna.
The IIT JEE
Professor Gopal
2024 was held by IIT Madras or who else?
IIT Madras. He is the chairman of that IIT JEE examination committee, but he deputed somebody to attend meetings of NEET.
Oh, I see.
He ex officio is there to use his expertise.
So I'll just take it down. IIT JEE for 2024
was conducted by IIT Madras.
Yes.
And the chairman of IIT who conducts IIT JEE, ex officio is a member of NTA.
Lord, if my learned friend is going on the question of bias, that may not help here. I have sat with him, my lord, I have examined everything which he has done. Yeah, I can show it to your lordships, and Lord, it is city-wise, center-wise, and at the national level.
Yes, Lord.
Just so that there is no.
That can indicate when your turn. All right, now tell us.
Without showing the document, Lord, that city-wise and center-wise, the first table is, Lord, the bell curve of 23,000 people. 23 lakh people. The second table is city-wise top ranker analysis, the top 100. How top hundreds are spread over across the cities. Then there is a table which gives
Can we do this, Mr. Huda, to understand your submission? Can we just look at the report of IIT Madras?
Yes, I straight away demonstrate.
Let's go straight there because let us first understand what they have done.
Yes, that's great. Lord, may kindly see the reply filed by them on 10th of July.
Just one second. Serial number kaun sa hai bhai?
Union of India.
Mains is conducted by
Additional affidavit dated 10th of July filed on behalf of respondent number 2, Lord.
the mains.
28 dated 10th of July?
Correct, Lord. That's right.
Lord,
Lord, this is respondent number 2.
Whosoever is intended to
Annexure A, Lord.
they opt for the advance.
Page 12.
They are only admission on the basis of IIT JEE main.
This is
It's analysis of the 17 candidates or no?
Lord, this annexure is data analytics of NEET UG 2024, annexure A.
Lord, it may be part of the petition filed by Shivangi Mishra. Item 7.
Shivangi Mishra.
So that was the first.
Yes.
Yes, it is in Shivangi Mishra's case, my lord, because they didn't file it in my case.
Yes.
Yeah, we got it.
But copies are served on.
Yes,
That is
copies are.
report from IIT Madras, pages 12 to 18. Let's see that.
Yes, now, you see, and at page 12 is, my lord,
So this
there's an executive summary given on page 1. And then, my lord, the charts. Executive summary, my lord, indicates they have gone all the way to explain, Lord, if I can read it, Lord, the executive summary.
Yes.
Marks distribution follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination.
Just one second.
Now, when you said that the chairperson of IIT JEE is the ex officio member of NTA, of the government, is ex officio a member of the governing body?
Yeah. Executive summary, my lord, short summary. marks distribution follows bell-shaped curve that is witnessed in any large-scale examination, indicating no abnormality. City-wise and center-wise analysis done for 2 years, 23-24, to find out if there are any abnormal indication. Analysis is carried out for the top 1.4 lakh ranks, given that the total number of seats across the country is around 1.1 lakh. This analysis is granular enough to indicate any abnormality had a large number of students gotten into high rank top 5% due to malpractice, or if students from a particular exam center or city were benefited. The analysis show that there is neither any indication of mass malpractice nor a localized set of candidates being benefited leading to abnormal scores. I would say this is beyond their brief, what they are stating here. D, there is an overall increase in the marks obtained by students.
I must tell your lordships, my lord, that what is placed in the report is, my lord, for, say, a city-wise spread of top 100 ranks.
This time the director IIT Madras would be ex officio a member of the NTA, but he had deputed somebody else on his behalf to attend the meetings.
One Mr. Professor Gopal Krishna. And I have city-wise and center-wise.
So that I'm explaining.
E part. There is an overall increase in the marks obtained by students, specifically in the range of 550 to 720. This increase is seen across the cities and centers. This is attributed to 25% reduction in syllabus. That's not their case for them to say. In addition, the candidates obtaining such high marks are spread across multiple cities and multiple centers, indicating very less likelihood of malpractice. Lord, if I can take just one moment here. NTA, the Government of India, in their reply is talking that they are attributing two reasons for this exponential inflation in the marks. Two reasons are there is 22 to 25% syllabus reduction and hence the inflation. Two, increase in candidates. Nowhere there is a whisper that there was increase in the syllabus that we have placed on.
On the question of bias, that may not help here. I have sat with him, my lord, I have
If not more, at least corresponding. So, my lord, if I can say so, the reply is not giving a full disclosure for oblique reasons. If they are talking about deleting the syllabus, they should simultaneously talk about increase also. At least they should disclose it. I will show the increase part of the syllabus.
23 lakh people. The second table is city-wise top.
So there is an increase and decrease both. But this IIT Madras is talking about 25% reduction. Probably they are not given the papers that there is an increase also.
Let me do this, Mr. Huda, to understand your submission.
And why IIT Madras will not?
The report of IIT Madras.
Yes, I straight away demonstrated.
Let's go straight there because let us first understand what they have done.
Yes.
Let's look at their data.
Yes. Now kindly see the first table. This table, Willard, is for 23 lakh people. They say it is a bell shape.
Additional affidavit dated
And any large examination will have a similar kind of a shape.
58 dated 10th of July.
Correct. That's right.
And hence, there is no red flags. Now, starting from extreme right, where 720, now, Lord, it is going up to the marks. Now, at every stop, there are thousands and thousands of people.
Analysis of the 17 candidates or no?
This one line which encapsulate
2024, annexure A.
It may be part of the petition filed by Shivangi Mishra.
This one line which encapsulate
2024, annexure A.
It may be part of the petition filed by Shivangi Mishra.
Copies report from IIT Madras.
This one line which encapsulate
2024, annexure A.
It may be part of the petition filed by Shivangi Mishra.
Copies
report from IIT Madras.
This one line which encapsulate
2024,
4, annexure 5. It may be part of the petition filed by Shivan.
To explain, if I can read it, the executive summary.
Yes.
Marks distribution follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating...
Just one second.
Follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating...
Just one second.
Yeah. Executive summary, short summary. Follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating...
Just one second.
Abnormality. City-wise and center-wise analysis done.
Executive summary, short summary. Follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating...
Just one second.
Abnormality. City-wise and center-wise analysis done.
Executive summary, short summary. Follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating...
Just one second.
Abnormality. City-wise and center-wise analysis done.
Executive summary, short summary. Follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating...
Just one second.
Abnormality. City-wise and center-wise analysis done.
Executive summary, short summary. Follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating...
Just one second.
Abnormality. City-wise and center-wise analysis done.
Executive summary, short summary. Follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any large-scale examination indicating...
Just one second.
Abnormality. City-wise and center-wise analysis done.
Executive summary, short summary. Follows the bell-shaped curve which is witnessed in any...
E part. There is an overall increase in the marks obtained by students, specifically in the range of 550 to 720. This increase is seen across the cities and centers.
E part.
This is attributed. There is an overall 5% reduction in syllabus. That's not their for them to say. In addition, the candidates obtaining such high marks are spread across multiple cities and multiple centers, indicating very less likelihood of malpractice.
Lord, if I can take just one moment here. NTA, the government of India, in their reply is talking that they are attributing two reasons for this exponential inflation in the marks. Two reasons are there is 22 to 25% syllabus reduction and hence the inflation. Two, increase in candidates. Nowhere there is a whisper that there was increase in the syllabus that we have placed on it. Not more, at least corresponding. So, if I can say so, the reply is not giving a full disclosure for oblique reasons. If they are talking about deleting the syllabus, they should simultaneously talk about increase also. At least they should disclose it. I will show the increase part of the syllabus. So there is an increase and decrease both. But this IIT Madras is talking about 25% reduction. Probably they are not given the papers that there is an increase also. And why IIT Madras will not?
Let's look at the data.
Yes. Now kindly see the first table. This table, Millard, is for 23 lakh people. They say it is a bell shape. And any large examination will have a similar kind of a shape. And hence, there is no red flag. Now, starting from extreme right, where 720. Now, Lord, it is going up to the marks. Now, at every stop, there are thousands and thousands of people. This one line, which encapsulates 24 lakh people, cannot give them any abnormality if 10,000 have gotten into this system through a back door and there is an inflation. Inflation is admitted, leak is admitted. They are trying to justify it that it should be the same curve, and it is the same curve. So this is no indication that there is no abnormality.
That is my respectful summation. Because of the data is too large, which can't be caught. Granular variations can't be seen with this large data. Now, may kindly see the next table. They say the city-wise top ranker analysis. What of the marks obtained versus number of candidates for all the candidates who took the examination. Similar analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same distribution. This was verified by IIT Madras team. This analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same distribution. This was verified by IIT Madras team. This analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same distribution. This was verified by IIT Madras team. This analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same distribution. This was verified by IIT Madras team. This analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same distribution. This was verified by IIT Madras team. This analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same distribution. This was verified by IIT Madras team. This analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same distribution. This was verified by IIT Madras team. This analysis was carried out by NTA for every city, and the results followed the same.
Give the context. This chart shows that out of students who got first top 100, and we are not counting those 1563. Please don't count them because they become a separate class.
My only limited objection is why send only for 17 people? Why don't they give a data for 100, top 100?
I'm answering that. Please allow me to. If you listen to it. In Bengaluru, just to show the difference, in 23 there was 1. Here it is 5. Maximum in India. I'm answering which please allow me to. If you listen to it. In Bengaluru, is 5 in Bengaluru. Just to show the difference. In 23 there was 1. Here it is 5. Maximum in India. I'm answering which please allow me to. If you listen to it. In Bengaluru, is 5 in Bengaluru. Just to show the difference. In 23 there was 1. Here it is 5. Maximum in India. I'm answering which please allow me to. If you listen to it. In Bengaluru, is 5 in Bengaluru. Just to show the difference. In 23 there was 1. Here it is 5. Maximum in India. I'm answering which please allow me to. If you listen to it. In Bengaluru, is 5 in Bengaluru. Just to show the difference. In 23 there was 1. Here it is 5. Maximum in India. I'm answering which please allow me to. If you listen to it. In Bengaluru, is 5 in Bengaluru. Just to show the difference. In 23 there was 1. Here it is 5. Maximum in India. I'm answering which please allow me to. If you listen to it. In Bengaluru.
Counter of NTA.
Vanshika, yes, sir.
Counter of NTA.
Item 7.
Vanshika, yes, sir.
Counter of NTA.
Affidavit on behalf of NTA?
Yes, my lord, 118, annexure R19.
A19.
R19. PDF page 121.
Replying.
$121.
PDF 120.
121 is some Wakalatnama.
Annexure
Analysis of top 100
R19.
Counter affidavit on behalf of NTA?
Additional affidavit of NTA.
Additional affidavit of NTA.
Annexure, the petition number would be.
Analysis of top 100
335 of R19.
Correct. So one Vinod Kumar Sahu is the deponent?
Yes.
Right, got it.
There we have got the annexure A1 is a performance analysis of 17 candidates of Patna, Bihar.
Correct. So one Vinod Kumar.
A2 is copy of screenshots of messages.
Correct, same.
Now, which is the chart that you're referring to?
118.
17 candidates of Patna, Bihar.
Correct. So one Vinod Kumar.
A2 is copy of screenshots of messages.
Look, in the entire country, the analysis of top 100 candidates.
Where is that actually?
That exactly, my lord, annexure
118, my lord, annexure 19, R19.
118.
In the एग्जाम में तो 118 होगा.
It's continuous page PDF 1070. 1070.
There is no top ranker. This is the additional.
Sound.
So, my lord, here given center-wise toppers for all 100.
Right. So first is Guntur.
That's it.
But can your lordships come to 121?
Yes, we got it.
We have 121.
Yes.
Please see Lucknow.
See which one?
Lucknow, my lord. Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, my lord. Left hand side, first column, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. 2, 1, 1. Your lordship gets, my lord? Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh is the lord state, Lucknow is the city, and SDSN Mahavidyalaya is the center. From that center, out of 100, 2 candidates fall into 100, first 100. Then in Lucknow, Loyola International, 1 student, and Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow Central Academy, 1 student. Total up to 4. And therefore, in the report of the IIT Madras, they mentioned Lucknow as 4.
Lord, may at the same page, Lord, may kindly see at page 120, there are 9 people, 8 people from Jaipur, which they have not captured in the table. Kindly see the Jaipur, Lord. Page 120. Jaipur alone has, Lord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 people. They have captured 2. They have not captured 9.
You're right. 1, 2, 3,
Nine.
4,
It is
5,
nine.
6, 7, 8, 9 probably.
No, 8 seconds.
7 people from Bihar were in this.
Uttar Pradesh, we get 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4.
Yes.
That 3 from Lucknow, 2 from Noida. Lucknow 4. Lucknow 4, no?
So the purpose is to show that they are spread over, that in Lucknow, there are only 4 out of total 23 lakhs who appear. But just to show that if there would have been any
If they are giving
leakage or bad practice,
But if
in
they are
one
giving-
center there would be a spike. That's the intention.
Bihar, there are 7, right?
Yes.
Bihar, they are 7. Yes, my lord.
State-wise, Bihar, there are 7,
Yes, my lord.
right?
Yes, my lord.
Then Haryana, how many? Gujarat, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Haryana, Haryana 3. 4. Haryana 4, my lord. And Lord, may kindly notice Haryana 4 is in a situation, if I can be given a moment here.
Yes.
There was one Hardyal school in Bahadurgarh where 8 people were from the same center. And the story of that center is, my lord, the paper distributed in that center, 500 odd students, was taken from Canara Bank. Paper was
That's a different
distributed-
issue. Let us.
That's a different issue, but I'm showing it. It has a relevance here.
But Haryana, there are 4. There are 4 in the top 100.
Lord, there were 6 people in the top, which are not, they are not there now. Because what happened, my lord, in Bahadurgarh, Lord, that's one other glaring thing. I just want to state here. NTA never disclosed it.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जजमेंट चल रहा है.
That in Hardyal school, Jajjar, the question paper taken from Canara Bank was distributed. That paper was taken. There was absolutely no delay in distribution of paper. The principal of the school is on record on YouTube. Even here it can be shown. She says that we collected paper from SBI as well as Canara. Ultimately, the instructions came that you distribute paper from. Allow me to state it.
It's a different issue. We will not
Different issue that which you have never disclosed on affidavit till now. And I will demonstrate in blood. That's a very clinching issue, which they are getting agitated on that. Paper taken from SBI as well as Canara both. The paper was distributed, which is taken from Canara Bank. The entire country was giving the paper taken from SBI, but Hardyal School, Bahadurgarh, paper was given, distributed, and ultimately full time was given and paper was taken on the basis of Canara Bank. Answer that we should call it from. Now, Lord, what happened is, just if I can complete it, what happens is the principal says that after about 40 minutes I conveyed it that we were told Canara Bank and now the students are attempting Canara Bank question paper. And the instructions to her was that all right, if it's already 40 minutes, so let them do Canara Bank. They did Canara Bank. Ultimately, what they did not disclose it to anyone, but they gave grace marks to everyone in that school. And because of those extra marks, 6 people got 720 out of 720. 2 students from the same center got 718 and 719. Thereafter, this was a grace marks.
Of course, thereafter a fresh examination was held.
No, Lord, Lord, that is impinging upon the entire system they have. Now, initially, they arbitrarily gave grace marks for which they were not entitled to at all. Now, this is how they have given grace marks across the country. There was absolutely no justification because they have not come clean on that. Here they should have said, in Bahadurgarh, a different paper was given. That is why we are holding a re-exam. Fine. First, they said that there was a delay in distribution of paper. There was a loss of time and hence grace marks. When they were caught in this court, then they appeared before the Honorable Other Coordinate Bench and said, now we are having a re-examination. So please do not go into how we gave the grace marks to this 1561 people. I'm sorry, 1563. So the question that how they gave grace marks to 1563 people on account of loss of time has not been examined by this Honorable Court. They, in their reply, they say that the issue stand resolved because we have had a re-exam. My question is, Lord, that how in the first instance they identify 1563 like the center in Bahadurgarh, and to hush up the matter, they say we have a re-exam. Now, Lord, if it was on account of loss of time, they should have given opportunity to everybody in the country. That wherever there is a...
Mr. Huda, that has attained finality. Our court dismissed that, our court has upheld the re-examination. Initially, they decided to give, grace marks to everybody. That was, when that was done, there were representations, they said. They told us last time that there were representations. Thereafter, they decided to revoke that because a fresh committee was appointed and they decided to have a re-examination. Is that correct?
My respectful submission.
I may have to interrupt here only for a moment, my lords.
Later.
Later. My respectful submission is not this. In the first instance, they indulged into pick and choose for identifying 1563. One classic example is of Bahadurgarh. Then nobody knows how they picked up 1563. And re-examination, the people who were not entitled to get this chance again, got the chance again. And out of this number, out of the total, out of 1563.
Out of 1563, how many make it into the 108,000?
Yes, that's an interesting question. They have not disclosed. But out of 1563.
Tell us. That's the proof of the pudding is in that. Out of the 1563 who got the retest, how many actually have made it?
Which included 8 top ranker from one center.
We'll find an answer to that.
Now, Lord,
see, I've done now the top 100.
These cities gave reputation high.
Huda, when you were arguing, I've just from that top 100, I've done an analysis.
Yes,
the maximum from the states, you said they had disclosed data only for 4 or 5 states. Now, Andhra Pradesh got 7 in the top 100. Bihar 7. Gujarat 7. Just check this up. Ask your team to check it up. I've just done it manually. Andhra Pradesh 7. Bihar 7. Gujarat 7. Haryana 4. Delhi 3. Karnataka 6. Kerala 5. Maharashtra 12. Punjab 6. Rajasthan 19. Tamil Nadu 8. UP 6. And West Bengal 5. So it appears that the spread in the top 100 marks is distributed across the country.
Yes. Lord,
This covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 states and 12 states and 1 UT.
That's right. That's right. On this 1563, I just want to point out one fact. The people who got re-examination opportunity,
Lord, it is
out of them
95 centers.
773 did not pass the basic marks in the
100 candidates. Our affidavit, my lord, says first 100 candidates was analyzed and it has been reported that they are distributed across 95 centers located in 56 cities within 18 states and UT of the country. 69, my lord. in Vanshika Yadav's case.
What have you said? That the first 100.
In this regard, I'll just read, my lord. It is submitted that allegation of the petitioner that number of students scoring high marks are only from certain centers is completely unsubstantiated. In this regard, the result of top 100 candidates was analyzed,
and it has been reported that they are distributed across 95 centers located in 56 cities.
Yes.
Within 18 state or UTs of the country. This diverse distribution highlights the widespread participation and competitive spirit among students from different regions and education backgrounds.
Mr. Huda, this is not true on the other aspects. But if you look at, they say first 100 candidates are distributed in 95 centers in 56 cities in 18 states. Apart from that, as we said, the maximum we have taken in students at least 5 or more per state. 5 or more per state. We find that distribution in 12 states and 1 union territory. The highest being Maharashtra, which is Rajasthan 19, followed by Maharashtra 12, followed by Gujarat and Bihar 7, and Karnataka 6.
Yes.
For us, my lord.
67. The 67 students.
Yes,
who secured 720 out of 720.
They are also, my lord, reduced now because of the re-examination.
Now tell us, originally 67 students.
Yes, please.
Got
720 out of
720 out of 720.
Yes.
Now, how many of those were in the? I think 17 were in that 1563. No.
Yes. No,
44.
How much? 44.
Initially, they are reduced.
7 were there.
Blood,
Which
I
got
gave.
reduced,
Yes.
got reduced to 61 because of re-exam at Bahadurgarh. And it's 44 we are attributing to the aspect of one question paper in which 2 options were marked correct. As a result whereof, it's 44 candidates got the benefit of extra 4 marks, making it to 720. If those 44 are removed, then toppers in the entire country are only 17.
So 44 students got the benefit of the grace marks.
Grace mark.
Not grace marks, full marks for when there was an error in the NCERT book contained the wrong answer.
No, there were 2 correct answers. Yes, that's what we'll see here.
So anybody who gave either the NCERT answer or the actually correct answer was given graded as correct.
If they are removed,
they were 44.
yes, because they would otherwise get minus, because this is a negative marking system.
Because you didn't go by the NCERT, your booklet didn't go by the NCERT answer, but what was truly the correct answer? They said that, look, the earlier edition of the NCERT book had also this answer.
Now,
so you treated both as correct answers.
Yes.
And those are 44 students.
And total, my lord, are otherwise 17, which in a multiple choice question, my lord, framework is possible in that out of.
So now, as it stands, 61 students across India get 720 out of 720 today.
Yes.
Out of which 44 students have got the benefit of that one question where there were two correct answers were treated as the correct, 2 options were treated as correct answers.
So we have
then 17 remains.
So balance 17 really.
If 44 are
as a real purpose.
100% students.
No expectations.
Now tell us one thing, out of these 61 students who have now got 720 out of 720, or let me put it this way, in the top 100, Are there any cases where students had changed their centers? In the entire exam,
Mr. Kaushik, how many students changed their centers in the entire exam? 23 lakhs. We'll go step by step. In the 23 lakh, total number of students who appeared were 23.33 lakhs. How many students had changed their centers out of the 23.33 lakhs?
Yes, the center allotment is only on two aspects, only two factors. One is permanent city and the current city residence. We do not give any specific option with regard to the change of center. Let the correction window is opened up. In that, the field may be changed by the candidates, which will not come to our knowledge.
So that will be permanent or the current city?
Yes, it's only two options. If many,
So once you are registered, you can't change your center.
what they do is, in the name of corrections, some students change the center also, correcting the parameters or the fields of the application form. We give correction window for some time. During that process, only the possibility of change of center.
But you will never know it.
No minutes. That also has to be on the basis of the address.
But you don't have the fields which are originally filled in by the student and the corrected field.
So far, as of now, the system doesn't catch that.
So we don't know how many students actually changed their centers when the window for correction was open.
We know the correct number of the students who utilized the reopening of the window, in which 15,000 students utilized the correction model for the purpose.
No, one second. No, one second. 15,000 students utilized the window which was kept open for making corrections in the